Đừng im nha. Có ấm không? Có ấm không? Chưa có ấm đâu.
One from the air, you want that? No. Các bạn cùng người không?
Cái hàng được. Về cái này thì đi tìm kiếm
Kế bằng
vào.
kế bằng Have any of you guys been around this stuff?
Careful, mind your step.
I'm afraid I used to know the
They're actually the same temperature.
Có ai trong bậc không ạ?
Không.
Please stop on the footpath.
Can we stop here?
Yeah, just stop. Please stop on the footpath. Alright, so we'll start off by talking about a couple of these little features on the roof here. So if you guys can't see, come in, right, there's some here as well. Right, these are hollow. I could drink something through them. These tiny little ones, what do we think they're called? Any other guess? Centimeters, and he might be 100 years. He could be even older than 100 years, right? Yeah, these ones are about 1,000 years, a bit older. For whatever reason, they might reach the roof one day, alright? That's a good way to remember it. You'll see the stalactites and straws normally feed us.
Còn hai chân xếp này. Spiky.
I just touch it, it's too dangerous. You don't go out.
Because of all this rockfall that we see through here, right? All this rockfall has come from the roof. But if we look up on the roof, we can see some of those straws and stalactites are probably upwards of 40 centimetres long, some probably a bit bigger. And so we can gauge that it's about 4,000 years ago that this rock fell, just off the age of those, right? 1 to 2 centimetres every 100 years, about 4,000 years. They liken the rockfall to a volcano that erupted. White lines up though, those white lines need to line up. If they don't line up, it means that rock is twisted. There's also a little string just to the right of the closest line. That is the extremely high-tech way of monitoring if it is falling, right? If the string snaps, the rock's slowly falling. If they're actually concerned about this... You can see our stalactites have grown a lot bigger, right? So some of these are about 4 or 5 meters. They've all joined together now, and so they almost create a shield in the cave. So when you get to a face like this in a natural cave and the whole thing is just covered in these, right? There's no actual way to continue. There'll be a shield and there'll be the end of the cave, right? That cave might continue on, but we'll never dig through it like we did here. So they talk about how they originally came through. They came through this top right corner. It's actually just picking up different minerals, so it's picking up some iron along the way. So all we're looking at now is oxidized iron or rust, right? The more orange that's in there, the more iron, right? So up here, lots of iron. This one that's more pinky has less iron through it, right? Now that we've got this white, really nice white stalagmite over here, so it's pretty big. So the reason this one's so white is it's current, so it actually gets dripped on every 5 seconds and has done so for the last 80 years. So there's been no change in interval with this. We've had fires, we've had floods in that time, right? And we haven't had a change. Water falling onto this one anymore, right? While we're looking at the black, what do we think the blacks and the greys are? Yeah, ash colour. Yeah, I can come back and turn the black on for you. Unless you want to... The water in this fluctuates about 15 centimeters. So at the start of winter, there was actually no water in it at all. So the crystal you've seen it, so it's a bit different. It's more like geometric shape. So if you've ever done like a salt crystal growing kit where you grow little salt crystals on a piece of string, essentially the same thing is happening here. So we have really calcium-rich water, and then something for the crystal to grab onto. So in the center there, these stalagmites were actually there prior to the pond forming, so they're even older than the water. Around the outside, you can see where that water used to sit in the past. Keep an eye out for this really nice shaped crystal because there is a lot around, right? And where you see it, it means there was some point in time submerged, it was underwater, right? So there are a few more of these around. When you guys are ready, you can keep going. Our limestone, so this is our bedrock. Above that we have a soft squishy clay layer, right? So it's still soft and squishy. That was actually on the bottom of our creek or river that when it was flowing through here.
Chịu đâu cho nên chịu
Dangerous. Dad. Oh yes.
ta được một thang nhé.
Nó mà để không cái này còn nước xong rồi spike ngon à đi spike kia mấy cái snap
Để đây
snap
As far as we go in, we don't go any further. We're not allowed to use these stairs anymore because of
bonus.
it was too steep apparently. You don't miss out on much, it just goes up to a small platform and looks down on what we're looking up at, right? So there's a couple things in here I'll point out. So there's the peace sign, right? Diagonally above it is a statue. So just above the peace sign to the right. Over here there's a twirly little stalactite, and then below it almost looks like a little ice cream cone. Right, soft side cone. A lot of Star Wars fans will say the rock here looks like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. So I haven't come up with those, people have shown me those. Here in the centre there is a stalagmite. This one has not anything. Carcass Cave. It's not it's just a cave within the 417 somewhere.
See my life.
Đây con nhìn lên đi phát.
Chụp bên này.
Đây chụp chụp cho con.